Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. For the next 2 weeks on the Sunday Book Review, we're going to take things in a little bit different direction as I'm going to feature Graham Greene. Today I'm going to feature my 4 top works by Graham Greene, and next week I'm going to feature books about Graham Greene. The first book we look at is his novel Brighton Rock, published in 1938. As Fred Hale comes to Brighton on assignment to distribute cards anonymously for a newspaper competition, he meets Pinky, the teenage sociopath and up-and-coming gangster anti-hero of the novel. Hale had betrayed the former leader of the gang Pinky now's control in an article about a slot machine racket. A woman named Ida Arnold is drawn into the action by chance meeting with Hale after he's been threatened by Pinky, and after being chased through the streets and lanes of Brighton, Hale accidentally meets Ida again, but Pinky murders Hale. Pinky subsequently attempts to cover his tracks and remove evidence of Hale's visit to Brighton. It leads to a fresh chain of crimes and to Pinky's ill-fated marriage to a waitress called Rose, who unknowingly has the power to destroy his alibi. Ida decides to pursue Pinky restlessly because she believes it is the right thing to do and also to protect Rose. Ostensibly an underworld thriller, the book deals with a Roman Catholic doctrine of the nature of original sin and the basis of morality. Pinky and Rose were Catholics, contrasting with the rest of the cast, which are, of course, Church of England members. Next up, The Power and the Glory. This is a 1940 thriller by Graham Greene. The title is an allusion to the doxology often cited at the end of the Lord's Prayer, which reads, "To thine kingdom, the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen." It was published in the United States under the title The Labyrinth Ways. The novel tells the story of a renegade whiskey priest living in the Mexican state of Tabasco in the 1930s, at a time when the Mexican government was attempting to suppress the Catholic Church. The suppression resulted in the Cristero War of 1927 to 1929, so named for the Catholic combatant slogan, "Viva Cristo Rey, long live Christ the King." It's a great travelogue about Mexico and the persecution of the Catholic Church in the country of Mexico in the 30s and 40s. Next up, Iron Man in Havana, which is a hilarious satire, a novel set in 1958 Cuba. Here, Greene makes fun of intelligence services, especially British MI6, and their willingness to believe reports from local informants. The book predates the Cuban Missile Crisis, but certain aspects of the plot appear to anticipate the events. The agent, Hawthorne, attempts to recruit a British citizen into his employ to spy, and the Brit gives Hawthorne plans for a vacuum cleaner, which he says are a new secret weapon. Hawthorne buys it line and hooker and sells it to MI6, and it's a hilarious satire of the foilables in the spy world. And our final selection is The Third Man, which was novella turned into a screenplay, which became one of the great movies of all time, and then was fleshed out a little bit more by Greene in a longer novel. It's the story of Harry Lime, a pseudo or proto-gangster who is selling altered or adulterated penicillin on the black market in post-war Vienna. It's a great movie. It's a better book. I hope that you would take the opportunity to read the book and check it out. And check out anything by Graham Greene. I find them to be great. This is Tom Fox. This month on The Compliance Life, I visit with Natalia Shaheda, the Chief Compliance Officer at ABB. It's a fascinating story of Natalia's journey to the compliance chair and what lessons she's learned. Also, I hope you will check out ComTech, a podcast on the intersection of technology and compliance that I premiered in February with Valerie Charles. Both of these shows are on the Compliance Podcast Network. This is Tom Fox. Thank you so much for listening to the Sunday Book Review.